What's up, guys? A quick analysis here on the dollar index and the major dollar pairs. So diving into the dollar index has been pulling back in towards the upside. Main reason for that reversal was the psychological level of support of 100. So over here, as we can see, we hit the 100 mark, and that is a historical area which has been resistance, support, resistance, and once again support. So yeah, that's the reason why dollar index has been reacting in the way that it has. Overall, if we look at demand, the next area of monthly demand is located over here at around 97,755. Also, if we dive in towards the weekly, we can see that this is your fresh area of demand at 99.369. So that's pretty much the next level that I'm looking for to get hit. But first, a pullback in towards the upside would be preferable for a further short in towards the downside to then once again target that 99 level. Now, looking at the other dollar pairs, mainly the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is still bullish. Overall, of course, we saw a reversal from the 61.8 fib. If we just quickly draw in a fib, we can then see, of course, is over here, reversing towards the upside aligned with this area of demand. Overall, market pushed back up in towards this doji candle over here. From there, reversed back in towards downside, also from this historical area of supply. Now, for Aussie dollar, waiting for this area of demand to get hit before looking for any potential further longs. For our time frame, we now need to see what is happening is that this low is going, meaning that we now have two areas of demand or of supply. So that's this area and this area. So these are mainly the two areas from where we want to be looking for shorts. So depending on how the 15-minute time frame aligns within these two zones, I will be looking for a short. So this is an early zone still. This 4-hour candle needs to kind of like close slightly lower. Then we can look for a pullback and then a further short in towards this area of demand. Of course, if we already tap in towards this demand zone, then I'm less likely going to be looking for a short from either of these zones. And I'll just wait for this high to get taken, and then I'll wait for the pullback before taking a further long. So that's Aussie dollar. Now, euro dollar, of course, played out exactly how we pretty much wanted over the past few weeks. Overall, from a weekly perspective, we've been reacting to this overall buy before the big sell-off. Now, looking at it from a weekly perspective, the weekly looks good to start moving down. Overall, the channel / wedge has matured. Looking at it from a daily perspective, this area of daily demand needs to get hit next. There's nothing really in this leg up anymore that can kind of like, push Aussie dollar or euro dollar in towards the highs. So therefore, I want to be looking for those shorts. Also, looking at it from a daily perspective, if we just look at premium versus discount, we are in the premium of the overall range. So inside the blue zone, so I'm happy to look for shorts until we, of course, hit this gray zone and this overall consolidation, where there's still going to be demand in the market. Now, from a 4-hour perspective, what we want to see is pretty much a pullback in towards here, this zone, these two black lines, to then look for further short. There's nothing really here that can kind of reverse price. So I'm targeting this sell before the buy. That's where demand is. So if market pulls up, then look for short, look for the 15-minute entry model, and just trade it further down, back down in towards those daily areas of demand. For our demand stacked with daily area of demand. So that's euro dollar, looking for those potential shorts. Now, looking at pound dollar, what is happening? So pound dollar is currently inside daily demand. Keep in mind, we are inside weekly supply. So looking for longs is getting riskier and riskier. Overall, the price action as well in towards the highs is kind of choppy. Looking at it from a daily perspective, we have this 1, 2, 3. We do have demand located over here, and the daily is still bullish. So you can look for longs, but again, the dollar index is not looking very favorable. And also euro dollar, which mainly leads the market, is also not looking as bullish as we would like at the moment. So what I need to see is this logo. So once this low goes, then we kind of have a 1, 2, 3. On the lower time frame, this is going to be kind of like your channel pattern. So something like this. So yeah, like that. So then what you'll want to see is a push in towards the highs, take out of this high, pull back in towards the demand zone, which took out that high, and then look for longs. So that is on my radar for pound dollar. So overall, Aussie dollar and pound dollar are looking interesting, but need to see some development first. Looking at the 4 hour, just take out the low, and then we also have a 4 hour change of character before looking for a long once again. No shorts from here for me as we are in demand, but yeah, daily is looking good for further downside, of course, coming from that weekly area of supply. Now gold. So gold hit that beautiful mark of 1985. Pretty much what I've been waiting for and what I've been preaching for the past few weeks is that liquidity lies above this high. Liquidity can also be seen kind of as a supply and demand zone, because over here, as we can see, once we take out that high, dumping towards the downside. So now waiting for this weekly area of supply to get hit still, or this daily area of supply, excuse me. So looking at the 4 hour order flow, what we want to see after a tap in towards this overall sell before the buy, where demand lies, because again, this is kind of like the way the market moves, right? Impulse, pull back, impulse, pull back, impulse, boom, break in towards the downside of that low, pull back, boom. Now what we're going to see is a break of this black line. Once that line goes, and we've kind of seen a reaction to this demand zone, change of character, demand formed, longs. So yeah, guys, pretty simple. That's overall it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic day. If you have any questions, just join the Discord and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.